Third period getting underway here from Richard J. Cody Arena in West Orange, New Jersey. Alongside Pat Corsella, I'm Chris Russo. The Seton Hall Pirates leading Westchester by a score of 4-1. Pirates skating right to left on your screen as they start here on the power play. Held into the left point by O'Leary. Now Romano. Cross ice pass. Worked across through the slot to be played by Reed, again. Walked out in front and a save. Rebound stopped again. Good job by Stout to be able to cover that one.
There was a quick chance for Volpe there. Wrap one around right in the net, but saved by Stout. And a chance here now for Seton Hall on the power play to make this 5-1, and I think you can make it 5-1 as long as they don't
implode.
As long as they don't implode, they should be in a good spot to win this one.
Yeah. Work at the right point. Top of the key. Back to the right again. Here is a shot and a save. Rebound swept back to the point and out. Michael Reed, who has 2 of the 4 Pirate goals in this game. This one is walked in by Fearon, but a good breakup on the back check by Logan Soster. Westchester able to clear. Pirates 0 for 2 on the power play so far tonight. All the goals in this game from both sides coming at even strength. Backhanded in by Oldhorn. He has a goal tonight as well. This one's cleared back down. Tyler O'Leary. Headmans this one, loses it in his skates. And unable to adapt to the ice. The power play will come to a close. The Pirates 0 for 3 on the evening. Cross ice pass, intercepted. This one cleared back to center. McKeever will slide one through. Looked it up. O'Leary looks at the cross ice. As it looks like, Pat, both teams really just getting used to the ice after the cut.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they've been getting used to the ice all game. I mentioned it last period. Everybody's falling down all over the place. And we already had a couple here in this third period.
Centering tried, broken up. Pirates able to clear.
I do want to mention for anybody watching at home, it does say second period up on the scoreboard, but it is the third period here.
Thank you very much, Pat, for noting that. As a matter of fact, it does say second on the board, but it's 4-1 Pirates here in the third as Westchester is able to keep it in. Here is a shot by McKeever and a save. Rebound that went through the skates of the trailing Harkins. Kept in again. Here's Harkins once more with a shot. That's blocked. That was Tyler O'Leary. McKeever back out to the point. McKeever gets it back. Works it behind the goal. Devine able to eventually slide it. Played by Harkins again, knocked off his stick. Unable to clear was Hall. Now Westchester has it in the near corner. Behind the net again, that popped off a stick into the air. Dixon there to recover. Now it'll be Ganley sliding it across into the far corner. Play behind the goal again. It's Devine in the near corner. Going to get his stick is Harkins. As Hall tangles for this puck, he's able to skate it back out. Could be a 2-on-1. Hall with Helmer. Cross ice pass intercepted. Good break up there by Westchester on the back check.
And there it was again. I don't know if he lost an edge or he just went down the ice, but another player down.
Flipped off the wall and back out. More pressure from the Pirates. This one's cleared. Playing it is Levi Jones getting it up ice. Here is a shot. Oh my goodness, squeezing the pads again is Yutzis on an opportunity by Dixon. That's the second time today that we have seen Yutzis just kind of collapse to stop that puck.
Yeah, it was certainly a close call there as we've seen him squeeze his pretty much entire body and clench up. But nevertheless, that's a save.
His team has played well in front of him for much of the time, but Yutsis has made some high-quality saves in this game. I would say at least 4 grade A opportunities in this one.
Now I'd like to see, we have a 4-1 lead for Seton Hall in this third period now, so I'd like to see maybe they try to perfect that play with O'Leary at the point and shooting it on net for a deflection.
Sure, the Pirates have had a lot of traffic in front of Stout. But first they need to clear their own zone. Here's a shot that's blocked. Still loose, a centering try. They scramble for this one to the side of the net. The puck was still loose. They blow it dead. The referee lost sight. Now we got pushing and shoving.
We're getting chippy, Chris.
It looked like perhaps Yutsis had actually been pushed into the goal by, whether it was by a Seton Hall player or by a Westchester player.
Someone's going to the box.
That is correct. One man off.
Two players.
That's Romano. 2 men off. Nobody from Westchester going off.
Romano and O'Rourke off for the Pirates.
Now let's see. Is this going to be a 5-on-3? Penalties, whatever they may be, come at 5:01 of elapsed time. Looks like they're going to have a discussion. Sounded like somebody in the box with, and I believe that was Romano, as a matter of fact, was asking the referees what he was even being called for. Maybe not in the nicest words, but point still stands. It is, again, it is Romano and O'Rourke in the box.
It's interesting. We have 2 players in the box for the Pirates and none for Westchester. I mean, that looked like a pretty back and forth scrum there. I wouldn't say that was all Seton Hall's fault.
It seems so. I mean, now you can say often it's probably.
I think we could have got a coincidental there, right?
I think it's fair. And they're still discussing this, and the music's off now. That's how. Brendan O'Rourke just said, "You don't even know why I'm in here." Brendan O'Rourke just said, "I have one hand on my stick. How did I cross-check him?" But after the Jeopardy music was being played by Seton Hall, we have two cross-checking penalties here. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 for Westchester. Really surprising that there was no penalty levied against Westchester. You would think 2 for the Pirates. There'd be at least 1 on Westchester here, unless they really did not see anything. Still talking with Adam Spitz, coach of this Pirates team, but
you know, Chris, I don't see that as 2 penalties for Seton Hall. I mean, you have a cross-check and then a mysterious call that still, it seems like nobody knows what it was on O'Rourke.
It was ruled a cross-check as this shot's blocked. So it's a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes for Westchester. Cross-ice pass. It is Monroe. Cross-ice again. That one may have been deflected out in front. Monroe with Dixon at the left circle. Here's a shot redirected wide. Westchester down 3. There's a shot by Dixon that's blocked. Monroe again.
Pirates doing a good job. They need to stay as composed as they can right now on this 5-on-3.
Dixon for Monroe again. Monroe with a shot. That one is stopped. In the corner now. Played by Harkins. Monroe once more. 45 gone by. There is a shot and a save by Yutsis. Now Jones. Back out to Dixon. Walking in. Cross-ice pass. Here is a shot. They score. May have been tipped in front. Drew Monroe got the shot off. And it's a 2-goal game with exactly 14 minutes left in the third.
Well, I mean, what could you do there if you're Seton Hall? I mean, you have two penalties here, and I've said it before. One of them, mysterious call, and it looks like we're getting a little more yapping now from both Romano and O'Rourke here, as Romano will come out of the box and O'Rourke will stay in.
It is interesting to note that Romano is the one coming out as opposed to O'Rourke. That I'm not sure exactly how that would work. That both guys got penalized. I don't know how it's decided that one of those guys comes out. Nonetheless, it's a power play goal for Drew Monroe.
Well, I need to say, Chris, I'm not sure O'Rourke knows how he got in.
Not necessarily so, and that's Monroe's first goal in his first game this season, as far as we know, at least. So that would be his first goal as a member of Westchester University. It's still a power play for another 44 seconds as this one is cleared. Monroe out of Glen Mills, Pennsylvania. Played for the 18U AA team with Quakers hockey last year. Good shot from that left circle. 20 seconds left in the 5-on-4. And the penalty to O'Rourke. McKeever trying to hold the zone. They can do so. McKeever. This one slid on back to the point. It is Sauster. Cross ice Devine with a shot that goes wide. 5 seconds. Played in the corner. Pirates kill off the second penalty. There's a shot by McKeever. That one slides wide.
And O'Rourke joins the play.
O'Rourke joins the play indeed as a centering try is stopped. Partially fanning on that one was Devine. This one is partially fanned on as well as it goes wide. Good heads-up play by Howison to center the puck. Howison takes it again. Here's a shot that rolls off a stick in the air and over the net. Centering try once more. Here is a shot that goes wide off the end boards. Played by McKeever. Centering try blocked. Good pressure here at even strength by Westchester as this one is cleared and it'll be an icing. Let's see if the Pirates use the timeout here. Both teams still with it. If Spitz uses it, he'll wait till the last second. Well, Westchester wins the draw, but fanning on this shot was Ganley. Pirates can skate it out. And now an opportunity for O'Rourke, who shoots and scores! Brendan O'Rourke with a heads-up play. Getting his first as a Pirate. And it's 5-2 in favor of Seton Hall.
Well, there you go for O'Rourke. He kind of got rewarded on that mysterious call, as we've been calling it.
Brendan O'Rourke with, by the way, we don't have a bias, but we should point out his dad's on camera right now.
Yeah, you know what? Let's get his opinion on that.
The camera got stuck, so I couldn't go home.
So apparently the camera got stuck on that goal, but he is happy with his son Brendan's.
The good news
Brendan's
is the O'Rourke family all could see the goal in person. That's the upside. It's a blessing, actually, coming down here from Richmond, Rhode Island, just for this game as Westchester can carry back. O'Rourke's first as a Pirate in 3 years here. He's a senior with Seton Hall. And after that mysterious penalty, he's able to score. I didn't even mark the exact time. I think it was about 8 minutes. Great heads-up play there as this one's held in at the right point. Here's a shot. That one's redirected wide. Backhanded try goes off the side of the net. Puck loose on the netting. Centered again, but it's intercepted. This will be an icing. Four points in 29 previous games for O'Rourke over the last 3 seasons, including this year. And he gets his first goal. This one rolling toward the net that's stopped and covered. Okay. Mr. O'Rourke telling us that the one of the legs of the tripod seemingly got caught. I guess underneath the chair. It seems like, or
It started to fall, so I held it and it wouldn't move.
it started to fall. It started to fall into just a crevice behind, underneath the seats in front of us, and he was just unable to get it back out. As this one's cleared back out to center. Under 10:30 left here in the second. I mean, the good news is most of the people he wanted to see the goal are here anyway. His parents are here. His girlfriend Olivia already goes to Seton Hall and actually was the one who helped us even get this camera set up in the first place. And her parents are here. Her parents also came down from New England, them from the Boston area. And so, I mean, there's the upside. This shot is redirected wide.
Well, in previous games for Seton Hall, within the last 10 minutes of the game, they've been taking bad penalties. So with a 5-2 lead here, they got to make sure that they don't do that and play a good defensive game and keep this lead.
A few good opportunities here for Westchester, but unable to capitalize on a shot was stopped with the right pad by Yutzis, coming off the stick of Heat. .9:20 left in regulation, 5-2 Seton Hall. Some friendly words coming from the Seton Hall bench to someone on the Westchester side. By friendly, I'm being sarcastic, and I hope you can't hear that on our airwaves. Not the sarcasm, but the actual foul language, as this one is played in the near corner, played back out to center. Chipped ahead, a bouncing puck rolled off the stick of Dixon. Pirates can carry back. Here is Reed. He's knocked off the puck. Got it back. Centering try comes all the way through to the point where it's broken up by McKeever. Reed, by the way, 2 goals on the night. Westchester touching up onside. That is Bear. Up popped high in the air to be played by Theron. Drop pass. Pirates can move it up ice, but it's broken up by a skate. Westchester can carry back. Howieson, cross ice pass. Here's a backhander that is stopped and covered. I think that one kind of caught Yutzis off guard, as that was kind of a weak shot there from Bear.
Overall, though, I'd give credit to Yutzis. All game, he's been pretty solid in net.
Running up 1 goal on the power play here in the third.
For Stout, I believe 5 has matched his total from last game with goals allowed as well, if that's correct.
So again, we tend to have trouble trying to find stats, very accurate, consistent stats within this conference, but that's what we have down, at least. Held in at the right point. Good play by Hall to get back and block that shot by Travis. Here is a shot that's blocked as well. I believe that was Romano. The purple and gold touch up onside. As they forecheck the Pirates, they hold the zone for a moment. Romano getting into the point, but not out. Held in, walking it across. Here is a shot by Schmidt that is stopped by Yutzis. It seems like they've contained Westchester for the most part to the outside.
Yeah, I haven't been getting many shots that have been deep down on Yutzis. It seems like everything is pretty much coming from the outside, and you're just getting easy glove saves for Yutzis. Despite the saves he had to make where he had to clench up, there hasn't been many opportunities despite those and the breakaways for Yutzis.
I think he may have gotten a piece of that one. Hard hit behind the play. think Westchester might have wanted an interference call. They're not going to get it. Yutz is also squaring himself up to the shooter very well at any given time. As this puck squirts into neutral ice. Well, then there's 7 minutes left in the third. 5-2 Seton Hall. Olhorn plays on the outside, 2-on-2. Olhorn with Wedge. Chip and chase. It goes on goal, and it'll be covered by the netminder Stout.
When we talk about Yutzis, he's the eldest of these goalies, junior, as opposed to Fox and Salvador are sophomores. So he has the most experience on this team.
An 03 birth year who last season went 5-0-1 with a 2.43 goals against, as this shot off the draw is stopped. A .910 save percentage and 1 shutout. To start this year, listed as 0-2, 5.68 goals against, and an .880 save percentage. Those numbers should all improve by the time we hit the horn. Westchester with a chance to up those numbers. Centering try, save on Howieson. Rebound swept to the corner by Reed. Out of the zone, this should be an icing. So it looked like O'Rourke and McKeever were tangled a little bit behind the play. But another beautiful save there by Yutzis on a centering try.
O'Rourke there was talking to the referee about a possible penalty there.
Well, none is called as McKeever takes it off the draw. To the glass. That's a hand pass against Westchester. Not necessarily intended as such, but it is nonetheless. As the faceoff comes outside the Seton Hall zone. We have seen it happen before that the goaltender is pulled in a 3-goal game.
That is a good point, Chris. I'm wondering if Westchester coaches have the confidence in their players that maybe we'll see something like that here.
Well, I mean, you think about it, not a lot of teams do it at any given level when it's more than 2 goals, unless perhaps you're in a championship round or you know you're on your heels, your season's about to end. But what do you really have to lose?
Exactly. Like, you don't see it often, but it's certainly worth a shot with about 5 minutes remaining.
And it's not like Westchester hasn't had good chances. They have. Obviously, they've scored twice. Even besides those, they've had some great opportunities.
Yeah, and with the man advantage, too. As there's a collision between the referee and one of the players on Seton Hall.
Yeah,
looks like it's Wedge.
Yeah, that was Monroe who pushed Wedge after the play was over, or at least after the puck was gone. Wedge crashed into a linesman and it looked like he was stretching his that collision stretched his left leg, but he appears to be fine. So it's going to be 2 minutes for roughing against Monroe, the most recent goal scorer for Westchester, and that'll give the Pirates an opportunity to kill some clock.
Well, like we were just talking about, the whole pulling the goalie thing doesn't seem like it's much of an option right now, as Westchester takes a penalty to make it 5-on-4 for Seton Hall.
Discussion here at the Westchester bench with the officials. Nobody's mind is going to be changed after that discussion. Wait a minute.
Another penalty for Westchester here.
It might be. Well, it's interesting. That's Ben Bayer going to the box. I
But
didn't see a signal.
it won't be a 5-on-3. It's still a 5-on-4.
It is a 5-on-3. No, well, it says
There's
5-on-3.
4 players on the ice for Westchester.
There are 4 players on the ice, but it says 5-on-3 on the board. Oh, you know what? Let's see, the referee put his hands on his hips as if to signal perhaps it was misconduct.
Maybe for unsportsmanlike for talking on the bench.
Yes. And if that was the case, you'd send him off, though, because he wouldn't be able to return until overtime if theoretically that were to come. So it could be perhaps they're going to be served concurrently and it's unsportsmanlike, or it's going to be served after the fact. I'm not sure as this puck goes off the glass. Regardless, it's a power play for Seton Hall.
It is a power play. Odd call, but it is a power play for Seton Hall. Just some insurance here Seton Hall's looking for.
Far side, back to Romano. He shoots. That one is knocked down. Loose in some skates, and Westchester can clear. Under 4.5 remaining in the third. Racing with this puck is Reed. Gets it back to the point for Romano. Cross ice pass. In the circle. Worked for Reed, but it was on his backhand, so he couldn't one-time it. Back to the point Romano. He will, and that one is stopped. Another try into the slot and a save there by Stout.
Great puck control here from Seton Hall.
52 seconds left in the man advantage. 4:03 left in regulation time. Again, as Pat mentioned earlier, it says second period on the scoreboard. It's actually the third, as the Pirates potentially 4 minutes and 3 seconds away from victory. Westchester able to clear from Richard J. Cody Arena in West Orange, New Jersey. This is Seton Hall Club Hockey against Westchester. Pirates in front 5-2. Alongside Pat Corsello, I'm Chris Russo. Ryan O'Horn skating this one in and couldn't put it home. O'Horn already with a goal tonight. Michael Reed with 2. Michael Muscola with 1.
Well, with 20 seconds left in the power play here, Bear still has his helmet off, so it doesn't look like he's coming out anytime soon.
That is true. 2 men in the box for Westchester, even though it's a 5-on-4. Comes back to the point. O'Leary slides it across for Wedge. It's played again. Cross-ice pass broken up by Howieson. Man out of the box, and now they're at even strength. And you are right, as Bear is still in that box. However, if they both came out, it would have been a 6-on-5.
Yeah, I mean, now with the penalty over, it looks like Bear is done for the game, unless we get a magical comeback from Westchester here.
It possibly comes out at the next whistle. We saw hands on hips from one of the referees, signaling perhaps an unsportsmanlike as McKeever hooks onto the back door, but it's intercepted. Played out by Wedge. Patrick Wedge, up the left wing, had it knocked off his stick. This one cleared. Played again by Devine, driving toward the goal. It goes off the side of the net. Reed clears the puck. A man fresh off the bench. That's Volpe, the captain, 2-on-1. Volpe, the man out in front. It's O'Leary. Rather, Fearon, and that one was stopped with the blocker by the netminder Stout. Under 2 minutes left in regulation. Kept in by Fearon. Pushing and shoving behind the play. Looked like it was Fearon and I believe Devine. Under 100 seconds left in regulation time. Fearon clears in and goes to the bench.
Now with 2 minutes left, Seton Hall just kind of playing a dump and chase game now.
Trying to get to 500 hockey. Nice move to the inside, a shot and a save on Dixon. Westchester not going for the aggressive strategy of pulling the goaltender. And we're down to the final minute.
Really, in all these games, Chris, it seems Seton Hall's had some pretty solid goaltending.
In this last one in particular, excellent job by Yutsis. John Fox let up only 2 goals in the loss last time out. That third goal for Stockton was an empty netter in a 3-1 victory for them. An 8-4 win for the Pirates against Bryn Athyn before that. Not a perfect performance, but they got the job done. 7-2 loss to Millersville at the start of the year. Was a bit rough. Also a game against Ryder that was listed, we believe, listed as an exhibition.
It was indeed an exhibition, yes.
And the Pirates will just skate this out. Penalty upcoming. As there's some trouble brewing. Clock stops with 2.3 seconds. They're telling them to run the clock, and that's the right call. Westchester complaining, but the truth is this game is, for all intents and purposes, over. They stopped the clock again with 1.1 seconds. It was originally stopped at 2.3, and going off to the box was Levi Jones. Adam Spitz is just telling them they should run the clock, and that's probably what should happen.
Either way, Levi Jones just racking up some PIM for his total of the season.
Well, that's true, and Mason McKeever doing the smart thing as well. He's telling them to run the clock, but they're going to run a face-off here. Pirate bench excited. Let's just hope nothing comes of this.
Now Seton Hall clocks it, and that's it.
McKeever just kidding around with a couple of fellas, and that should do it. Fortunately, no further harm. And that secures a 5-2 victory for the Seton Hall Pirates over Westchester. They improved to 500 on the year, 2-2-0. Westchester dropping to 2-3-0 on the year, 0-2-0 in conference play, and their second loss on the road in as many nights. Pat, what are the takeaways from this one?
It's another game from Seton Hall here that I think they just continue to get familiar with each other and play better. And as long as they do that, I think as you move into the season and kind of get around the middle of the season, as we're approaching midterms now in terms of Seton Hall College, I think they're in a good spot.
What do you think the takeaway would be for Westchester tonight?
Westchester, I mean, they played a pretty solid game too. Westchester, the only thing is I think just stay out of the box, right? And we were talking about Seton Hall stay out of the box in the previous games, but it seems that Westchester is the one here who took the most penalties.
Seton Hall 0 for 4 on the power play tonight. However, that's 8 minutes of time taken off the board, potentially offensively there for Westchester. As that'll do it for us tonight. Once again, the final score, Seton Hall 5 and Westchester 2. For Pat Corsillo, I am Chris Russo. Signing off. We'll see you next time.